Hello students of class 9, welcome back to my class. I hope you have read the chapter what have been taught till the last class. Go through the book properly. Last day I taught you till lysosomes. Little portion is left from this chapter. I think we can complete by today. We will learn the plastid portion today. What are plastids? Plastids are the largest cytoplasmic organelles which have two layer or double membrane. These are found in most of the prokaryotic cell. In some photosynthetic protist also this plastid can be found. In the prokaryote and animal cell, plastids are absent and only found in the plant cells. Like the mitochondria, as you have learnt in the mitochondria portion, they have their own genetic material and protein synthesizing machinery. In the same way, in the plastids also, they have their own genetic material and protein synthesizing machinery. Protein synthesizing machinery means presence of DNA and RNA can be found. Along with these, ribosomes are also present in the plastids. There are a few similarities between mitochondria and the plastid. In the mitochondria, while learning mitochondria, we have learned that is they can self-replicate. The same thing is applicable here also. The plastids are also self-replicating organelles. They have the power to divide. Three types of plastids are found. Number 1, chromoplast. Number 2, chloroplast. Number 3, leucoplast. Chromo, the word chromo means colored. So the colored plastids are known as chromoplast, which give color to the flowers and the fruits. The different colors of the flowers and the fruits which you can see are due to the presence of the chromoplast. Chromoplast attract the insects for the purpose of pollination. Clear? Next, chloroplast. Chloro, the green colored plastids are known as chloroplast. This chloroplast, they contain the chlorophyll pigment. And these are the kitchen of the cell, we can say. And each chloroplast is bounded by two membranes and they also show two distinct regions. First region is the stroma region and the next one is the grana region. Stroma, if you have a book, you can see the picture, the structure of the chloroplast. Stroma is basically the colorless proteinaceous substance which fills the entire chloroplast. Variety of photosynthetic enzymes, starch grains, DNA, ribosome, these all are present in the stroma. The dark reaction phase, during the process of photosynthesis, two types of reaction phases are taking place. One is the light reaction and the dark reaction. Light reaction is the reaction which is taking place in the presence of light, and dark reaction is the reaction which is taking place in absence of light. Now, in the stroma region, the dark reaction stage is taking place. And in the grana region, the grana, it looks like the stack of membrane bound flattened disc-like structures which contain basically the chlorophyll molecule. This is the main functional unit of the chloroplast, that is the grana. And the site of the light reaction is performed in the grana region. Entire process of light reaction is performed in this grana portion. Understood? Next is the leucoplast. Leuco means colorless, don't have any color. The colorless plastids are known as leucoplast. They basically are helping in the synthesis and the storage of different kinds of food in the form of starch, oil and protein. These type of food substances which contain starch, oil and protein, they are basically the leucoplast region. Next, you have to know, I told, from each organelle you have to know the structure and the function. Now what is the function of the plastid? Now the chlorophyll, which is contained in the chloroplast, by means of that the green plants trap the energy of the sun and transform it into energy food. Okay. Next, there is another organelle, that is the vacuole. Vacuoles are the empty spaces. These are sap-filled vesicles in the cytoplasm. These are found in the eukaryotic cells basically. They are empty, but they are a kind of storage sacs. In the animals, the number of the small size and the temporary vacuoles are found that can store water, glycogen and protein. And in unicellular animals like amoeba, paramecium, the food vacuoles contain the food item. I told last day that the animal has consumed, that food gets within the vacuole. In a plant cell there is a single large vacuole which is permanent. The vacuole increases as the cell enlarges, the size of the vacuoles also increases. The vacuoles are bounded by single unit membrane known as tonoplast, and these are filled with a fluid known as cell sap. What is the function of the vacuoles? The cell sap of the vacuoles, they contain or they maintain the turgidity of the plant cell, and in animals they maintain the water balance and the ingestion of the food substance. They also play a vital role in the elongation of the cells, and vacuoles mainly store the water, minerals and reserve food in the form of sugar. Another organelle is there which we have to discuss is the peroxisomes. The peroxisomes are ovoid granules. Ovoid means oval. There is a single membrane surrounding the peroxisomes. These are found basically in the liver and the kidney cells. They contain different types of oxidative enzymes, and different types of oxidation reactions are performed within this organelle. Basically, whatever the toxic substances are present within the body, that gets removed due to these peroxisomes. And also the lipid metabolism and conversion of fat into carbohydrate is also done by these peroxisomes. Next organelle is centrosome. T. Boveri was the name of the scientist. In 1888, he termed the word centrosome. It is found in the animal cells only and is generally absent in the plant cells. Centrosome contain two rod-shaped granular structure known as centrioles. There are no membranes which surround this organelle, and these are made up of microtubules. In the plant cell, the polar caps are present which function as centriole. Now what is the function of centriole? From the centrosome, the spindle fibers, they radiate as star-shaped structure or aster structure in animal cells and also in the lower plants. During the cell division, the centrioles separate and migrate to opposite poles of the cell, and the spindle formation takes place between them, which are helping in the cell division. Okay, and in the plants, these polar caps are involved in the formation of spindle during the division of the cell. This is all about the lesson. Hope you have understood properly and read the lesson thoroughly in your home. We can have a quick revision of whatever we have learned during these days in this chapter. You have learned about the plasma membrane or cell membrane, cell wall, nucleus, prokaryotic and eukaryotic cell cytoplasm, different types of cell organelles, unicellular, multicellular organisms, endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi apparatus, vacuoles, lysosome, mitochondria, plastid, chromoplast, leucoplast, chloroplast. Understood? We have completed the first lesson, that is the fundamental unit of life. Read the lesson carefully and thoroughly. Thank you. We will start a new chapter in our next class. Thank you.